Everybody, it's BATJAC J.W. and it is Saturday morning. That's right. So you're tuned in to the Saturday morning radio show. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. And yes, boy, I had to write them down this time. But the shout outs, the list has been getting longer and longer, which is a good thing. The channel's growing fairly rapidly. I couldn't be happier. I appreciate it. There's so many of you that are subscribing. And it really shows me that there's so many more people out there that have a love for the old school firearms like I do. The old wood and blued steel. Gotta love the Gun Kala Alves grips on a nice Smith & Wesson revolver, like an N frame or a K frame, something like that, man. That just catches my eye. I can bypass all the wall of all these black tactical guns and find that one Smith & Wesson Model 10. Hopefully it's a pencil barrel. I just like the profile of that thing. Okay, so we got some shout outs. We got Big Al, and Big Al says, thank you for making your Saturday mornings brighter. Thank you for tuning in, Big Al. I'm just more than overjoyed to be here and do so. As you can see, I got my computer and everything set up, so we're getting moving on that. Mr. Zona Cat 1, and we have Joe P. Good old Joe. Thank you, Joe, for everything you've done. You've been a subscriber for a long time, as many of you have been. Got the cup of coffee, Kona coffee, by the way. 3 Wolves, 4570. Okay, Richard Landeros, the Crazy Scotsman, Edward Petty, Arizona Ghost Riders. That is Santee. I've been doing a lot of videos with old Santee and everything, jumping over on his channel, so you get to see some stuff like that. And some stuff that involves, maybe next time. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, make sure you check out Arizona Ghost Riders, as well as my other channel, the vlog channel, the BATJAC J.W. radio show channel, where we'll do life vlogs and things like that. So all kinds of fun stuff if you're interested in that. Where'd we leave off? Trees are blowing. Man, I hope you're doing well, Trees, and hope you get your channel cooking again. I need to get back online so I can check everybody out, my friends that are running their YouTube channel. Speaking of which, The Real Cobra Burnout is on there. Appreciate the Real Cobra Burnout. He's also been a subscriber for a very long time. JSS Sauce, Varen K, the Gunfighter 45 ACP, my favorite caliber. Lead 8541. Keep up those good videos there, Lead. All right, MP Gunther, EB St. Scott F, and we have Darren Bag 6 Gun. Darren, long live the Duke. 3 Wolves 4570, as we said. All right, PR Veteran, thanks for tuning in there, my brother. I hope you're all is well over there where you're at. Burner Flood, Peppered 88, 454 Packer, Douglas Walther. So that's it. Thanks for everybody leaving comments and the amazing support that we get to the radio show here. Very much appreciated. What have we been doing? Hey, look at this. I picked up a big old can of Ballistol, some more of it. This is just the liquid stuff. And thank you to Bob Hartman. Thank you big much for originally sending me a bottle of this to get to trying it, because now it has become my favorite gun lubricant. I love it. I like the smell of this stuff really too. So, but it works really well. I really enjoy this stuff. Using it, I use it for all sorts of things. Even works great on leather. Wouldn't you believe it? Who would have thunk it? Okay. What did we have? We had some cool stuff. We had some knives that I bought, if you remember. I bought this big old guy right here, this Italian stiletto. Really neat knife. I love these type of knives. Old school, really captivates the audience on film. Every time I used to see these things in movies, it's just a screen stealer. It really is. One that really stands out to me big time is the one used in the film Hellraiser. That was a really neat knife. It's got like a fake stag grips on it. It's really polished stainless steel or probably chrome or something that maybe they nickel plated it or something. The blade is that flat blade on it. It doesn't have any detail on it like this. Oh, there we are. I don't know if you can see that ridge. This is called a dagger blade, which is really unique. I think that's a lot different than what you usually see. Yeah, cut so many of these things now. You see that they call it a bayonet blade. It's a false edge, but that's usually what you see. That's pretty cool, but my preference is either something like this or that that nice flat blade. I think it reads better on camera. And I've been doing a lot of film work and stuff with Santee at the Arizona Ghost Writers and stuff like that. Really has become a driving passion of mine. I love filming film and doing movie skits and stuff like that. It really is such a driving force. Yeah, I bet you didn't know there was another side it's not just about firearms with me. Actually, my bigger passion is a lot of it is film work and reading books and going through it and doing stuff like that. My favorite place is not a gun store. Can you believe that? It's actually a bookstore. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. The other thing I bought, speaking of switchblades, I bought my very first and probably only going to be Benchmade auto knife. I guess you could say this is about the only tactical knife I own. I'm not into these things, but what drew me into buying this, if you haven't seen the video close up HD, check it out. The Benchmade Striker Auto, Tano blade, all black, ooh, evil, all black, something rather. No, what made me buy that thing? It's actually related to a movie, yes. It wasn't just something that I saw that I went, oh, that's really cool, I have to have it. No, it's actually connected to a movie. Those who've been subscribed to this channel for a long time, you know that, right? Big surprise. Something that BATJAC bought because of a movie. The movie in question is called Heist, and it's got Gene Hackman, Danny DeVito, and Delroy Lindo. Really cool movie, a really awesome movie. It's not it's kind of a thriller drama, some action going on there. Anyway, there's a scene, I don't want to spoil the movie for you if you haven't seen it. It's a gold heist movie. So they heist some gold. Danny DeVito thinks that the character that is played by Gene Hackman has made the gold into the bars or the rails on his ship, on his boat. So he says, all right, he's like, give me your shiv. And a guy hands Danny DeVito with the knife. I almost said Danny Glover. And he says, yeah, pay you in gold. And he goes, and there it is, bang, you see it on the as DeVito's walking away from the back profile, and then you also see a nice close-up of the blade as he's trying to cut into the rails on the boat, and he's very unsuccessful because that is not where he hid the gold. But ever since I saw that scene, that knife really captivated me. I just was like, wow, that is super cool. I gotta have one of those things. For a long time, I didn't know what it was. I remember pausing the DVD and zooming in on the blade because they show you real close up on the blade, and it says Elijah Witz on the side of the blade, and I thought for a long time that that was who made it. Well, that's who designed it, as I later learned, and the actual knife is called the Benchmade Striker Auto. Cool. All right, so that started me off on trying to find it, and lo and behold, you know, of course, when I looked it up and I saw the price tag on it, I said, whoa, okay, maybe not, because I'm not, again, I'm not really a blade guy, so, or in a sense that I like knives, don't get me wrong, I like knives, but I don't like spending a whole lot of money on knives, unlike my firearms, but no. So when I looked it up and I saw the price tag, I kind of shied away a little bit from it. But when I was up in this place called Ace Hardware, yeah, weird, right? No, Ace Hardware. I was in there and I saw it, and I said, "Oh, that's wow, okay." And you want $200 for it? And I actually admit I started kicking a tire at that point. I got to talking to the store manager there, really cool guy. This total mom and pop operation. He runs in his own the little section. And by the way, if you have not listened to some of my audio recordings and stuff, I absolutely love and support mom and pop shops. I think those are that's the heart of America, that, if you will, the heart of any type of town and workmanship. But anytime you get a corporate entity involved, I think it really goes downhill. Anytime you have to say the words, the higher up guys, yeah, done. That place is going to hell in a handbag. But no, I started talking to the fella, really nice guy, and he made me an offer on this thing. He says, you know what? He told me, he said, I'll look it up and I'll give you the best price possible. And he's straight up with you. He says, you know what? He goes, I'll even show you what I buy them for. I'll show you how much I have to make on it to make sure that the place is still here so you can walk into the doors and look at the shelves and find something you want to buy. That's a true kind of guy. I tell you, that is true. And that's what you get with mom and pop. You don't get that with corporate. Corporate, you're just a number. They don't care. That's it. So already right there, I said, you know, I'm going to make the deal with this guy because he took the time and went down and he cut the price down. Yeah. So on top of it, as I get to the register, the cashier says, oh, well, we're running a promotion in the store. Do we add that to it? And he says, sure, go for it. And he added another discount on it as if that was not enough. Okay. Bottom line, the price came out to $168 with tax out the door. I couldn't turn that down for one of these things, especially coming that close and getting it. And of course, wanting the one without the serrations because I'm not a big fan of serrations. So that was a big plus for it. Even though the one in the movie, he uses serrations on the blade, or he has the serrations on the blade. So it is what it is, as my good friend says back in Hawaii. All right, so the other thing we talked about last time we brought it out, the beautiful slide action, or as I just call it, the pump action 22 carbine. These things are awesome. You know the beauty of those things, of the pump action or slide action. You can shoot all sorts of different flavors. You can shoot CB shorts. You can shoot the caps. I actually have a video on that. Smallest 22 I've ever seen was a CB cap or something. A 22 cap. I had no idea they made something that tiny, but they did. But this gun caught my attention all the way back from the carnival days. Fellow YouTuber, My Hollow Point has a great video on these guns, these rifles, and he talks about that, how the people used to just try to shoot out that red dot and spend their whole paycheck trying to do it. I always thought that was very fascinating. In fact, you know, I had to make my very own type target like that, right? Pretty cool. So anyhow, that's what I've been up to. Just been kind of doing that. Work has been overwhelming. On the other note on that, not sure where, far as occupation goes, where I'm going to land. That's the truth. I know most of you know, maybe you don't. I work in the firearm business. That's what I do. I work with guns. But it's kind of difficult for me sometimes because the stuff I'm into is not necessarily all the shop does or all it entails. So there comes a time and question of it, and working with it is fun. It's almost like you can say, well, you get to do your hobby for a living. Yeah, it is. It is fun. But I've been seriously contemplating going back to work for back to where I really began working and doing fun stuff in a bookstore. Really, I've been thinking about that a lot, and I know that right now where I'm at is not necessarily where I want to remain. Yes, that's true. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the path and everything goes. You guys know, I'm out here in the middle of the desert because I'm following a path. I'm following this directional thing in life, and I'm saying, you know, you got to try something new. I got to try this place. Got to try that place. So, yes. In the end, of course, the most important thing is to make sure that paycheck covers the rent and everything. And of course, also making sure you do not absolutely abhor your job. That's also important. I think if you're just going to work and you absolutely just despise it, you need to move on quickly, because life is too short to not have fun, to not live, to not laugh, and take things with a grain of salt, really, and just kind of throw it over your shoulder and keep going. If you're not happy, definitely do so. Rectify that. Do something. So it's not that I am unhappy doing this stuff. I think it's just maybe it's time to try something else, or try something and go back to doing something that is a little bit different for the time being. I just feel like that. So anyhow, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been contemplating. Trying to get the whole computer, everything set up here. I've been just putting off a lot of things because it's just a matter of really finding the time to call the people and spend the money and everything doing it. I need to just take care of some stuff and quit finding other things to buy instead. But I've been managing to do a lot of this through a cell phone, smartphone. Would never have thunk it that I'd be doing so because I'm not much of a technology guy. So, anyhow, I will see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. That's Saturday morning. And don't forget to check out the BATJAC J.W. radio show. We're doing some audio stuff. It's called Chatbox. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, it's a lot longer. And there's a surprise video type thing. Or I'm not really a video. It's a surprise Chatbox type thing idea that I've been trying to put together. And as soon as I put it together, you will be seeing it. I think a lot of you will enjoy it, being I know a lot of you and why you subscribe to the channel. So I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Keep going. Keep subscribing to this channel because it really does help, and hopefully we can get things going. And I'd love to be able to provide the channel with a lot more content and a lot more cool stuff and all that. So I got to keep going at it and keep plugging it away. So I appreciate it, guys. Like, share, and subscribe.